This fishing tech video is about a program I discovered about 5 years ago called ExpertGPS. Basically, it was one of those things where a friend had a heap of marks that had basically fallen off the back of a truck. They were in the form of an Excel spreadsheet, so I didn't want to enter them manually, and there were about 1,000 marks and they were supposed to be great. So I did some research and I discovered this application. ExpertGPS is a waypoint management application for most sounders. It is a paid for program. You can download a free trial for a month, but if you do purchase the program, it's $75 US, which gives you a year of updates. But after that year, you can continue using it. It is a bit of an investment, but I've found it to be worthwhile, and I'll show you why. So this is what it looks like when you open the application. It looks a little bit like Google Earth. The maps aren't as good as Google Earth, but it's a way better application for managing sounder files. So what you can do is, if you save your sounder file onto an SD card, you can then upload it to this application. It has most sounder types. I've helped a lot of friends convert from one sounder to another sounder using this program. ExpertGPS is great for working on your sounder from the comfort of your house. You can tidy up your sounder, you can create tracks. I like to use it if I'm going out on the blue water and I want to spot jump from one spot to another, and I want to work out the shortest route and do a bit of trip prep that way. It's a good program for, say for example, if you sell one sounder and you buy a different company's sounder and you want to convert it but keep all your waypoints. This is the perfect tool for that. I've helped plenty of friends convert their waypoints, or they don't have to sit there for hours manually entering it. One thing you'll notice is the icons used to represent the different waypoints are the same icons used by your particular sounder type. So I run a Lowrance, and these are the symbols that are provided by Lowrance. So when I upload my file, the symbols remain the same. They're all numbered 1 at the moment because I've edited it so they say number 1. This is a sort of an area where I don't really care if people look too deeply into what these waypoints are. On your sounder, they would obviously be whatever the labels that you have. Also up on the side here, you can select what columns you want. And I've removed the coordinates because I don't want you to see the exact coordinates. So one way I've used this before is to clean up sounders of a few friends, particularly fishos and things like that, where they're constantly marking bait balls, or they're constantly marking birds or boobies or whatever, and they're just creating masses and masses of waypoints that they don't need. But then when they go back to delete them all, it just takes forever. So you can go through here and filter the labels, and most of those fishos might have just labeled number, whatever number came up when they hit the waypoint button on their sounder. So that's one use for it. Another way I use this is if, say for example, I want to map out a trip and hit several marks that I'm interested in and want to do it in the shortest route possible. I'd select this track tool button and I'd just mark, say for example, I wanted to go there, and then I wanted to go there, and then shoot across this closure zone, hit these marks out there, head to this particular mark, that particular mark, so forth, come back through here, hit a couple of those, and then make my way home. So if I then switch to the track I just created, you'll see there's a track here. I could label it. Another nifty thing you can do is edit the track. You can change the color or whatever it might be. You might want it to stand out or whatnot, so that it's easy to see when you're in the glaring sun in your boat. So it creates a really solid line for you to follow. When you finish creating tracks or cleaning up your files or renaming files, you can then send this file to your GPS. So you can select your GPS. So there's millions in there. You can add more. You can say whether it's just the one track you want to send. Say if I was just wanting to make a track for the weekend or whatever, or you want to you've fully cleaned up your sounder and you've deleted a whole heap and you just want to restore it with all the rubbish removed, and you want to totally overhaul your sounder, you'd re-put in everything again. When you do upload these in your sounder, they do merge files. So if you've already got those files in your sounder, it will just merge and only update ones that have changed. So once you click save, you would just go and save it, whatever you want to call it, weekend fishing track or whatever it might be. Then you take that file and you pop it on your sounder and upload it on your sounder, ready to go.